Imagine getting a world-class degree without selling your future. Today I'm taking you through 10 countries where that dream is realistic, not just hopeful. I literally spent hundreds of hours digging through government websites, university portals, student forums to find these places. We're talking about countries where you can get an incredible education for a fraction of what it costs in places like the US or the UK. This isn't clickbait. These are real opportunities that could change your life forever. If you've ever looked at a tuition bill and felt your stomach drop, this video is for you. We're going to break down exactly how you can make this happen. Welcome to the channel. My name is Nelson, and my entire goal is to help you, future students, find the absolute best education for the lowest possible cost. I don't use rumors or old data. Everything you're about to see is pulled directly from official government pages, university admission sites, up-to-date student guides for 2026. This is the ultimate guide for budget-focused students who want a top-tier education without a lifetime of debt. I've done all the boring research, so you don't have to. We're going to make smart, informed decisions together, and I promise, by the end of this video, you'll have a solid plan. Here's my promise to you. For every single one of these 10 countries, I'm giving you a complete snapshot. We'll look at the actual tuition fees you can expect, a realistic monthly budget for living costs, and the rules for getting a part-time job to support yourself. And to keep it real, I'll give you one massive pro and one major con so you know exactly what you're getting into. And you have to stick around until the end, because I've saved some of my most important practical tips and advice on how to choose the right city to save even more money. Let's get into it. All right, first up, we have the absolute beast of affordable education, Germany. For years, Germany has been famous for its public university system where, in many cases, you pay zero tuition fees. That's right, absolutely nothing. Now, some states have brought in small fees for non-EU students, around $1,500 per semester. Annual tuition, from literally $0 up to about $3,000. But tuition is only half the battle. You still have to live. Budget, about $850 to $1,200 a month. This is the government's estimate for the blocked account you need for your visa. Covers rent, food, health insurance, transportation. Pick a smaller city like Leipzig or Bremen instead of a major hub like Munich or Berlin to save money. Working while studying, Germany is great for this. Legally allowed, up to 120 full days or 240 half days per year, roughly 20 hours a week during term time, and full-time during breaks. Final verdict, pro, massive tuition savings. Con, best deals at public unis. The application process is competitive and bureaucratic. Get your documents perfectly in order and apply early. Next, we're heading north to the land of fjords and Vikings, Norway. For a long time, Norway offered free tuition to absolutely everyone. Recently, they've made a change. Now some universities must charge non-EU or EEA students. Many public programs might still be low cost. Some universities have specific exemptions. Check your program's admissions page. Now, the elephant in the room, cost of living. Budget around $13,000 to $14,000 NOK per month, roughly $1,200 to $1,300 USD. One of the highest estimates on our list. With a study permit, you can work up to 20 hours a week during semester and full-time during holidays. Competition in Oslo can be tough, especially without Norwegian. Start learning the language early. Final verdict, pro, cheap tuition at some public universities. Pro, unbelievably high quality of life. Pro, stunning natural beauty. Massive con, sky-high cost of living. Don't underestimate it. Best if you secure a significant scholarship, have substantial savings, or land a well-paying part-time internship. High-risk, high-reward option. Okay, let's move to one of the most underrated options in Europe, Austria. For non-EU students at public universities, tuition fees are modest. You're typically looking at around $700 to $1,500 per semester. Real bills often show $726 to $72. A full year could be as little as $400 in a city consistently ranked among the most livable. Expect $900 a 200 month covering accommodation, food, and amazing public transport. Smaller cities like Graz or Innsbruck can push costs lower. Working part-time is possible, often around 10-20 hours per week, but rules depend on your visa and job. Sometimes additional permits are needed. Pro: incredible balance, low tuition, reasonable living costs, high quality of life. Con: student work permits can be more complex and restrictive than Germany. Expect some paperwork. For the price and the experience, it's a phenomenal choice. Next up, we're heading to sunny Spain. It can be surprisingly affordable. At public universities, many undergrad programs run about $800 $3,000 a year. Non-EU fees can be higher. The quality in cities like Barcelona, Madrid, and Valencia is excellent. Cost of living varies a lot. Central Barcelona or Madrid means rent is your biggest expense. Generally, plan $800 to $300 a month. Secret: pick smaller cities like Granada, Seville, or Salamanca to slash your budget. With the right visa, it's common to work up to 20 hours a week in cafes, tutoring, or roles tied to your studies. Pro: affordable education, plus incredible lifestyle and weather. Con: regional bureaucracy, and you will absolutely need to learn Spanish for daily life, paperwork, and top job opportunities. Embrace the adventure, and Spain becomes one of the best value for experience deals out there. If your number one priority is the absolute lowest cost without sacrificing quality, look at Poland. Many high-quality English programs start around $1,000, $2,000 per year, and living costs can be as low as $350, $550 a month. Warsaw sits higher. Wrocław and Gdansk stretch your money. Students can work up to 20 hours a week in term and full-time in breaks, often enough to cover living costs. Pro: exceptional value. Con: fewer English programs than Germany or the Netherlands. Basic Polish helps a lot. Czechia dazzles with Prague, and if you study in Czech, public universities can be free. English programs often range $2,000 or $10,000 a year, many at the lower end. Live comfortably on $300 or $650 a month. Brno is cheaper than Prague and has a huge student scene. Part-time work is possible. Tourism, hospitality, and international firms in Prague, Brno hire students. Pro: super low living costs. Con: free in Czech versus paid in English, and city choice matters a lot. Hungary pairs a vibrant capital, Budapest, with very competitive tuition. Most programs cost $1,205,000 a year. Medicine, dentistry cost more. Expect $350, $750 a month. Budapest higher, Debrecen or Szeged much cheaper. Budget covers housing, utilities, transport, with room for classic Budapest experiences. Work is possible but often limited by your residence permit, sometimes 24 hours a week, with extra paperwork. Pro: affordable and culturally rich. Con: tighter work rules. Arrive with more savings. CEE verdict overall: some of Europe's best value, low tuition, ultra-low living costs, and student-friendly cities if you pick smart and learn basics of the local language. Chapter 8. Let's switch continents and head to Asia, to an island that is a powerhouse of technology and culture, Taiwan. Tuition at a public university often falls in the range of €700 to €12,000 per year. Many STEM programs under $3,000. Living in Taiwan is budget-friendly. About $680 a month in Taipei, cheaper in Kaohsiung or Tainan. After your first semester, you can apply to work up to 20 hours per week. Great for extra money and practicing Mandarin. Verdict: Pro: amazing for STEM and budget. Culture and food are incredible. Con: Mandarin is essential. Also be aware the political situation with China is complex, though it rarely affects daily life. Tuition is typically $1,500 or $7,000 a year, with British and Australian branch campuses offering value. Live very well on $450 to $800 a month. Housing, cheap delicious food, transit, and entertainment. Work is tightly regulated, generally up to 20 hours a week during semester breaks only. Verify rules with immigration. Pro: strong value and widely spoken English. Con: strict work rules. Arrive with funds to cover studies. Mexico offers rich culture, respected universities like UNAM, and reasonable tuition, often $1,000 or $10,000 a year. Live on $300, $700 a month depending on city. Higher in Mexico City, much lower in Puebla or Guanajuato. Working legally is complex. Typically get your student visa first, then a separate work permit with a job offer. Pro: incredibly low living costs and a great base to learn Spanish and explore Latin America. Con: work permits are complicated. Plan finances assuming no job income. It's an adventure, but one you need to prepare for. Quick comparison: lowest average living cost, Poland, Czechia, Mexico. Lowest tuition, Germany, many public. Norway, select programs, Poland. Easiest part-time work rules, Poland, Germany, Taiwan. Mexico and Malaysia require careful visa checks. Choose the city, not just the country. Big cities mean higher rent. Regional cities can save hundreds monthly. Aim for public universities or government-subsidized programs, often cheapest or free for international students. Use student dorms or shared flats for the biggest housing savings. In Eastern Europe, dorms can be under $100 a month. Plan part-time work realistically and legally. Know your visa limits. Don't rely on work to cover full tuition. Hunt scholarships and internal university funding before taking loans. Many countries offer targeted awards. Sources to check: DAD, Study in Norway, EU Education Portals, Masters Portal, EMGS Malaysia, official university pages. Always verify the latest numbers. And there you have it, 10 countries where a world-class degree in 2026 is actually within reach without drowning in debt. We've covered tuition-free Germany, super budget-friendly Poland, and the tech hubs of Taiwan. The world is full of opportunities if you know where to look. With the right strategy, you can be studying abroad sooner than you think. If this helped, hit subscribe. Tell me which country you're most excited about. I'll make deep dive videos on the ones you pick. Want the budgeting checklist? Comment checklist and I'll pin the download link in the description. Cheapest doesn't always mean easiest. Build a realistic plan. Good luck with your research. Pick wisely and subscribe for more interesting facts.